सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। The great master Swami Ramatirtha, he mentioned Vedanta is a subject, in fact it's a religion, which is found in the streets, which is written on the leaves, which is murmured in the brooks, and which is whispered in the ears of the wind. It is to be found everywhere. So as you keep on studying this subject of Vedanta, you should also learn to go beyond the scriptural stories of Krishna, Rama, and etc. I'm not saying that they should not be followed. You should read all that and then you see divinity every. Personally, for past 50 years, as far as this country is concerned, we have gone through a lot of movies. So there are tremendous amount of movies, English as well as Hindi or other regions. And they have been a great lesson bearer for me. So when after studies, I have reached a mental state, at least that I don't get agitated as I used to before. I'm trying to teach this kind of an art of looking at a particular movie and understanding the philosophy. So I expect people, when I recommend the particular movie that we are going to do probably every week now, is recommend a movie and then I'll tell them to see the movie. So a condition is you see the movie, you can, I don't know how you see it, download and whatever. So you see the movie, you understand, we'll discuss the movie, we'll understand the laws pertaining to the movie, the values which these movies carry, try to implement them in our everyday life, and then transform oneself. 100% guaranteed it will happen, provided you are honest and earnest enough to follow the homework. So when you are seeing a movie, like we recommended last time, I think so, the movie Shri 420. So when you sit through the movie, don't keep on running here and there. Treat it as a Vedanta class, as you are listening to some Swami, and see the full from start to end, however boring the parts are. Whether you like certain scenes or not, doesn't matter. You have to see through. So go through the whole thing in one sitting. And after the movie is over, write down what you have learned from the movie. So we'll just capture a little bit about this Shri 420. I remember I said that. So this is an old movie, Raj Kapoor and all. I liked this movie at that time itself. I didn't see it in the theater. I was too young for that. So this movie has this character called Raju, a simpleton, very simple guy with simple values, and he befriends everybody wherever he goes. And he's happy-go-lucky guy, Chaplin style, very happy-go-lucky guy. And as he's going, he meets a group of people who are basically slum dwellers and very, very happy. They are working hard. They are trying to struggle in their own way, but they are happy. They're dancing and singing and all those things. In fact, there is this song also, Dil Ka Haal Sune Dil Wala. I don't know whether you have heard that song. So in that, he sings that also, where he's come. छोटे से घर में गरीब का बेटा, मैं भी हूँ माँ के नसीब का बेटा. ओ छोटे से घर में गरीब का बेटा, मैं भी हूँ माँ के नसीब का बेटा. रंजो गम बचपन के साथी, आंधियों में जली जीवन बाती, भूख ने बड़े प्यार से पाला. So this in one paragraph he explains what is his background. I didn't have much to eat. I have all the problems, but everybody treated me very nicely and they helped me grow. This was the condition of this guy. And because of this nice personality, no evil, nothing wrong in him. He's just trying to be friends with everybody. He gets a girl. Her name is Vidya. Vidya means knowledge. Raju means a simple guy who is accustomed to knowledge now. and they are happy. Until Raju brings this desire within himself, saying that with knowledge, what can one get? Only knowledge, it will not help. We should have money. We should have name, fame. 10 people should know us. I should have a huge house, a palatial house for that matter. And that's where he makes a goal to meet and become like that Lala Gendamal. I think so his name is Gendamal. Lala Gendamal, the richest guy in town. And he wants to become that. As soon as he brings that desire in himself, Raju changes and he changes into Raj. When does he change into Raj? When he falls for a girl called Maya. Maya is an illusion. The reference of Maya is it makes you see things which is not there, which is not real. So Maya introduces Raju to a different lifestyle. Forget these poor people, forget these values. What happens if you're doing good? See, only rich people are respected. Only the highest people sitting in that echelons of power are respected. So you should become that. Come on. Don't look back and look at all these people. Throw your roots away. Forget your roots. Live with us. Rich, new money, new clothes, new cars, and enjoy life. And that's where Maya's, when he's thinking about Vidya, that knowledge has gone away now, immediately Maya comes and says, Mud mud ke na dekh, mud mud ke. That song is there. Don't look back, man. Just carry forward. We are there. Zindagani ke safar mein, tu akela hi nahi hai. Hum bhi tere hum safar. We are all there together. See, that person wants to become rich. This person wants to become rich. That person has got a palatial house. This person has got a palatial car. The whole attitude is extroverted. He breaks his links with the right values, the right type of people, and he joins hands with completely selfish people who are only thinking of utilizing him for a higher cause. Their higher cause is making money. He also can make money, so he also goes there. And suddenly he realizes that he has been taken advantage of. He's got money, he's got everything, but he's not happy. And to find happiness, he treks back and goes back to his roots. The same slum people who are dancing and singing, Ramaya, Vastavaya, Ramaya, Vasta. In that, there is also a paragraph of this Vidya sitting somewhere, saying that wherever you are, Yada Aati Rahi, I can go on. Wherever you are, at least वहीं से दूर से भी तू भी ये कह दे कभी मैंने दिल तुझको दिया. Even from far, when you are not studying me, when you are trying to understand the higher values, at least keep one corner in your heart, say, I understand you, and someday, one day, I'll try to be one with you. As soon as this happens, he ignites that knowledge within himself. He looks at his values, what he had lost, then he knows what to do. He uses the same Maya, the same illusion to get out of that rut of a selfish life and does everything for a higher cause. And his higher cause, Raj's higher cause is what? To make good houses for those poor people. He wakes up when a poor lady comes and gives a Mangal Sutra saying that this is my contribution towards my house. When you are married to a higher cause, to the right knowledge, everything is beautiful. So the whole movie moves from the level of a simpleton to a person who's discounted and given up his values for a different kind of a licential pleasures and attachments, and how that person at the peak of attachment can come back, revert back to his normal life. As soon as he gives up Maya, that Lala Gendamal, the evil person, is caught, he merges back with Vidya, and from Raj, he becomes back to Raju. This is the whole story of Sri Charsubis. Why I like this is because the names of the characters also given according to the Granthas. So once you go through this, you'll understand that this is nothing but Bhagavad Gita. Same thing. So when you are indulging completely, you can learn your lessons after a lot of experiences. This happened, that happened, I got attached to this, I got, and the whole life is wasted. And at the end, you wake up and smell the coffee, so called. They say, oh, I did this mistake. By the time, most of the time, it's too late. For a realized person, a person who's understood the self within himself, how does he live with the world? That's what is the question of Arjuna. When Arjuna is asking that question, we did all this thing initially, and we had come to that. How does he interact with the world? How does he speak? When he is interacting with the world, is he interacting like a normal person? Does he talk normally, or does he talk softly? Somebody asked a great guru, why are you getting so much angry? Spiritual people are not supposed to be angry. They are supposed to be soft spoken. Very nice. Always smiling. With the kind words. They would never shout. But you are shouting and you call yourself a spiritual guru. That person said, we are living in a building where is 13 floors. The first above 2 floors, the 13th and the 12th floor has caught fire. I am staying in 5th floor. I know about the fire. You are staying in 11th floor and you don't know about the fire. And you are my good friend. So I climb up to your stairs because it's coming. The fire is traveling down very fast. As it's traveling down, will I press the lift button and wait until the lift comes so that it can go to 11? No, I will run the stairs. When I reach your house, will I ring the doorbell? After 2 minutes, the servant will come and say, listen, call that fellow out fast and bring the whole family. And the servant says, no, sir, actually he's sleeping, we should not disturb him. And she shut the door. And I have to wait until he's awake. I will bang the door. I will pull you out of the bed, whether you like it or not. I will pull your wife and children out of their comfort zone and drag them down because I love them. That beautiful answer. My anger is not towards anything else. My anger is because you can't see something which is so there right before you. How does this person walk? Yada samharate chayam, yada samharate chayam, kurmongani sarvashah, indriyani indriyarthebhyah, tasya prajna pratisthita. He is very careful. Most of the people are never careful. There is a quotation, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. It is very easy to jump into something saying, let's do it, rather than taking a pause and saying, okay, what exactly we need and what exactly we should do. Take a pause, think for 2 minutes, and then do things. They don't rush in. These people, the normal people, are afraid of all the right things. They are afraid of a spiritual person. Why? Arey bapre, these guys are sannyasis. Once you listen to them, you will lose you have to give up everything. Very dangerous to listen to these guys. Because if you listen to them, you'll have to give up your burger, you'll have to give up your pizza, you'll have to give up your Fanta or Coca-Cola. You have to give up every good thing. Because any good thing, they'll say, this is junk, this is junk, this is junk, this is junk. And all you'll have to eat is cucumbers and carrots, whole life. You have to become a rabbit. Keep on eating that in the name of good health. You lose everything. No spiritual person worth the name will tell you what to eat and what not to eat. They will not tell you what to drink and what not to drink. Do whatever you want. But constantly listen to the higher words of a saint or a teacher. You will be enlightened eventually. So the focus is not, so as soon as we say this, people run away. No. Be afraid of wrong things. I am being attached. When I am attached, when something happens to the object of attachment, I suffer. I sit and I cry. Nothing happens to the object of attachment. Everything happens to me. I am afraid to get attached. This thought does not come. They freely go and get attached. Freely go and get attached. So attachment, they go, they are not bothered at all. Speed, they go, they are not bothered at all. All wrong things they entertain in their mind, but they are not affected. They think it is normal. It is normal. And the more spiritual you are, you will open your eyes and see what is normal, so-called, and what is not. Be afraid of wrong things. So when wrong things, I'll explain to you what is the wrong things. When the wrong things come, be careful. Acharya Vidyaranya, the great saint, he said, you have to view a sense object as if you are viewing a glass full of pus, freshly removed from a leper's wound. That expression comes. It's called Vijugupsa. Hey, my God, leper. Yes, that attitude should be there when I am trying to indulge in the sensual contacts which are not really good for me. When I was teaching a children's class, one of the the child must be around 7 years old. So we had a movie session somewhere. We saw the whole movie. So in children's class, we see these movies. And the lady of the house, she did not know. So she, in glass, she, for around 20 children, everybody, she got Sprite for everybody. And maybe a fruity or something she gave me. So I had it. Everybody jumped at that glass and they started drinking. This 7-year-old boy, his name is Rishabh, by the way, sweet guy. He came to me and said, sir, I want to ask a question. I said, what is it? Is that a glass full of pus? I looked at him and said, yes. He immediately didn't drink that. He went for something else. This is knowledge. In ignorance, I embrace everything I need to be afraid of. With knowledge, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. So these realized people are also functioning in the world. How are they functioning? Yada samharate chayam. They are moving everywhere. Sarvatra. Kurmonga niva sarvashah. Everywhere they are moving. How they are moving? Not running around. Oh my God, what to do? Oh my God, what to do? Oh my God, what to do? I want to do this. I want to do this. It's not going that way. They are going like a tortoise. Slow, shant. You know what happened? This happened. That person did. Shh. Youngsters have coined a beautiful terminology for this. Take a chill pill. This happened. Fair enough. That happened. Fair. Don't get excited. Don't get excited doesn't mean you become a dead body. Huh? Look at everybody like this. No, it's not that. Have a life. But don't keep on jumping for no issues. This at Kurmonga Niva, like a tortoise, he moves around, doesn't mean at that speed. Whenever he is interacting with the society, he is very careful to deal with them. And what is he careful about? Indriyani indriyarthebhya. He is very careful where his senses are going and meeting the sense objects. Tasya prajna pratisthita. His wisdom is established. So what's it? When, like a tortoise, drawing in its limbs on all sides, he withdraws his senses from sense objects. There is a sense contact. There are no sense indulgences. But contact is there. So he withdraws his senses from the sense objects. Whatever is happening around, he sees whether this needs to be an interaction. And if the interaction is there, he will do it. Be careful. So he's very, very careful about how to contact these senses. Like a tortoise. So tortoise has got one head, 4 limbs, legs, one tail, These are the 6 things. And a shell which covers his body. So the head represents the mind. The 5 appendages, including the tail, represents the 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. These 5 sense organs and the mind, as soon as there is a danger, they all bring it inside into the armory of the shell. The shell is the intellect, buddhi. And in fact, in Sanskrit, it is not only buddhi, it is viveka buddhi, a discriminating intellect. Is this, should I contact this? No, bring it in. Let the whole world contact, no problem. Let the whole world say this is the right way of living. As soon as I, with my knowledge, see it as a danger of indulgence, I bring it back again. And when I bring it inside the shell, discriminative intellect, nothing happens to me. The danger of the lion or the leopard, even when they come to attack, they can't do anything until the tortoise is in the shell. And when the danger has gone away, when the problem is disappeared, slowly the tortoise comes out and keeps on walking. This is the way a realized person goes. Be afraid. Maryada Purushottam Rama. His name was called Maryada. Maryada means, in one of the lectures, I heard somebody, they were teaching in IIT, and that lady was saying the meaning of Maryada means the person has to do only within his Maryada. He can't do anything other than that. Therefore, he was bound. This is one of the interpretations and translations of Ramayana. Maryada indicates a person who is disciplined and knows what to do and what not to do. Purushottam, the highest Purusha. Purusha means who has understood the self at that level. That person, Rama, when he lost his wife, the wife was kidnapped by Duryodhana. So when the wife was, not Duryodhana, Ravana, get up. So Ravana, kidnapping Sita, took away. He went to the Dandaka forest, and when he went to that Kishkinda forest, a city, when he went to that forest, he saw Vali sitting on the throne of Kishkinda, and his brother was thrown out. That was Sugriva. He went to Sugriv and said, listen, I don't know where my wife is. Can you just help me? And Sugriv said, no problems. He sent all his spies and said, I will tell you where your wife is. But first, one good turn deserves another. He says, that fellow, my elder brother has kidnapped my wife and he's taken away my throne. So what should I do? You have to kill him. He is very strong. Fair enough. How do I kill him? So Sugriv wanted to test him. Can you fight? Ram said, of course I can fight. So he says, okay, I will fight. I will call Vali for a challenge. Both of us will fight. You just kill Vali. He said, okay, no problem. And when he challenged Vali, Sugriv, Vali, come out. If you are a man, fight, man. As soon as he said that, Vali jumped, because these people are ready to fight anytime, not just content. As soon as Vali came out, both of them were fighting. Rama was hiding behind the tree, ready to shoot Vali, but he did not. Sugriva was beaten black and blue. And after that, he ran away. When he called Rama, he said, listen, man, aapne to dhoka de diya, no? You ditched me. You are supposed to kill Vali. He said, listen, both of you look like monkeys. I can't differentiate who should I kill. Supposing by chance I would have killed you, because both you look alike, you're twins. Sugriva said, all right. He took 2-3 months more to recover. Then he challenged Vali again and said, this time I will wear a mala. And I will wear a mala. You understand the mala person is Sugriv, and you kill Vali. And this is what Rama did. When they caught again and fought again, Rama hid behind the tree and shot Sugriva. And Sugriva collapsed. Sugriva had a fight. In fact, he helped Indra. So there was a fight where he was blessed with a divine power, a necklace around his neck. And the divine power was, whenever Sugriva goes in a battlefield to fight, 50%, half of the opponent's power will come to him. Half of the opponent's power will come to him. This was the fight. So Vali was there, Rama was there, and Rama shot the arrow from behind, and Vali was killed. Vali represents the sense objects, and the sense objects take 50% of your strength. That's the meaning of it. So if you are intelligent enough, you have to hide from that sense object until you don't have complete control over it. I am an alcoholic. I am not. I'm just giving an example. I am an alcoholic. I don't want to drink, but as soon as I see that bottle of alcohol or a packet of cigarette or my weakness of sense object, 50% of my strength goes away. And the object or that particular sense object wins. Be like Rama and then kill Vali. In fact, Vali asked Rama also, why did you kill me? There's a series of questions. So he asked, why did you kill me? He said, see, anything wrong in the kingdom, I'll have to take care. Then why did you shoot from me behind? Why didn't you come in front of me and shoot? He said, you are a monkey and I'm a human being. Between a battle between monkey and a human being, or any animal and a human being, no laws of warfare are required. All the questions, and then Vali becomes happy and ultimately he dies away. Represents the power of the senses. So all you have to do is control your mind, sit, don't contact, nothing. Whenever everyday affair you are moving around in the world, watch where your mind is going. The senses are going to the sense object. Eyes are there, it will see something. It's natural. Ears are there, it will hear. Nose are there, it will smell. Behind that sense context, the mind goes and gives an importance and gets attached to that. It ascertains a value to that sense. When you ascertain value to the sense object, you have made that sense object more powerful. Instead of asserting wrong value to the sense objects and people around you, give a right assessed proper value to everything around. Then, pragya pratishtita, your wisdom is completely established. After that, so start slowly. What are the things you are seeing which can be done without? Don't be afraid of life, but be afraid when people talk and glorify wrong things. People are glorified. Duryodhana was a great soul. Bhishma Pitama was a great soul. Dronacharya, we have got a Dronacharya award also. Dronacharya was a great teacher and great. All these so-called great people were fighting against Krishna. So if you have a little logical mind, you will understand who's in the right and who's in the wrong. Don't glorify the wrong and discount the right. Because if you do that, you will become the wrong. And then you will be annihilated. You will be destroyed eventually with problems and with a lot of diseases. Never grow. So be afraid of wrong things. Continue moving in the world. Slowly and surely, you will reach a particular state. Now the question is, a student is asking, how long will I slowly go to? So every time a danger comes, I'll go inside the shell. Every time a danger comes, I'll go. I will never reach anywhere. For this, Lord Krishna talks about the next verse. We'll continue the next verse next class. Thank you very much. Om. Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.